March 4th meeting of the Town of Oakland Plan Committee meeting. Welcome. We're going to call the meeting to order, and with that, we'll do the roll call.
Rowe,
Here.
Fleshek, Payne,
Here.
Hensel.
Yep.
Is it Koenig or Koenig? I always say that one way or the
Koenig,
other.
I believe.
Koenig? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Two have absences with notice.
Yep.
Okay. And then verification of the notice of the meeting?
Yep, I posted it on the website, and Susan posted at the 3 physical locations.
Our last meeting was February 4th, and we have prior meeting minutes. We look for approval of those minutes.
So I believe we need to revise, but I'm not sure what to revise to for the Royal Palms. Where was it? It says all committee members voted aye, but I don't believe that.
I, for one, did not vote that way,
Yeah, so it,
and I think Brad
The-
was the other one.
right. The motion carried, but it was not a
Not
unanimous vote.
that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make that adjustment.
Okay.
Okay, so I would move to approve the meeting minutes with that one change.
What was the change, Laura?
On the second page, so for the motion to deny the variance,
Yeah.
that motion carried, but I don't believe it was unanimous. I think it was a split vote. It was 3-2, but I can't remember who voted what.
So we have a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Tom? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Okay, next is our request by Paul Oliver to rezone from B business to R1 residential. 1.488 acre vacant lot at W9298 Highway 18. And the parcel number is 022-0613-1532002. Property is owned by John Houston. I hope that's Josh. How do you pronounce the last one? Houston. Okay, Josh Houston.
The county sent it as John. But, yeah, but it's Josh? Okay. Okay.
Sorry, Josh.
Yeah, it does say that on the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it does say that on here.
Okay. And then Stephanie Kind. Thanks for being kind. Would you mind coming up to the microphone and stating your case?
I have a copy of our building plans and the survey map
Yes.
with where we want to put the house. If you guys want to take a look at it, I
Sure.
was told you may have a copy or you may not.
Yeah. Okay. And are you building it for yourself? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
would be us living there.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a little
We had a little map.
one in the
Yeah.
back.
And aside from the details of the home, which looks nice, of course, how does it fit on the lot? And that's,
There is a survey map there. We're trying to do it, if you're familiar with the property, more so where the parking lot is, away from Highway 18, the driveway going onto Hope Lake Road. I would like to eventually change the address of the property to Hope Lake Road. I don't know if that matters one way or the other, but I
Not at this
wouldn't
point.
want a driveway going onto Highway 18.
right.
Especially on that curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to go through the DOT to get, if there's not a parking, is there entrance onto 18 right now?
No.
Oh, then you won't, it'd be best just to keep it on.
On
It would be pretty much a waste of time to,
Yeah, I don't want it
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah,
It's just,
It's never had a driveway there, so.
right.
Yeah.
You'd have to
so
go through
would
the
this
DOT for
go,
that.
like in the corner, kind of where the old, isn't there an old garage down there, or the old, is that garage still there?
no,
There's like
all
that-
that's gone.
No?
But yeah, I want it, I want the house about roughly 10 feet south of where the asphalt would end on the north end of the property there. Kind of where he has it in that map.
Is that gonna require fill in there to bring it up to grade?
No,
or-
I'm gonna leave that where it kind of drops down there, all that's gonna stay as it is. We wanna put the house roughly where the asphalt is right now. It's not gonna go north or south of the parking lot. It's gonna be far enough back to stick with whatever it is.
The setbacks?
The
Yeah, the
setbacks,
setback.
yeah, we set back from the road where we need to, but I wanna keep the valley as a backyard as much as possible.
What is our setback for the township?
I did check that out for the it's the county setbacks, and it's 140 feet from 18. So it's not the same as 12. 12 for our last case is a Class A road, and 18 is a Class B. So it's only 140, not the 200.
But off of Hope Lake Road,
That would just be the standard, like 60 feet from,
Yeah.
66 feet from a town road, because that would be just the town road.
You're saying right now that the parking lot that is there for the old restaurants and bars that were there, you're just building it just north of that?
No, right on it. I would
Right
say on
on.
the north end of it,
Oh, where the asphalt is?
but where
right?
the asphalt currently is, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
That would be where the house is and then the
Kinda
front
like-
yard.
Where the building used to be, it'd be like the far
Right.
end of that that parking lot over.
Okay. I drove by there today on Hope Lake Road, and I see there's some clearing being done in the woods on Hope Lake Road, just to the north of what you're talking about.
Oh, we don't own, I own the end of the parking lot and 10 or 15 yards farther up Hope Lake Road,
Oh, okay,
and then I don't own past that.
I see.
I think they're putting a cell phone tower in there.
yeah,
That big
Yeah.
construction site you're talking about.
you'll have your own cell phone tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They called me asking if I'd be interested in selling to them, and no.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah, and I've had dealings with them already that were a miscommunication.
Okay,
Their truck drivers got sent on GPS where to drop their equipment when they started the job, and the guy decided he was close enough when he found my parking lot. So for a week and a half, I had a semi-trailer's load of equipment sitting on the yard.
oh, okay. Now, the other part of the lot here that says an R2, and it's a Lot 2,
Yeah,
is this lot going into the lower land?
yeah, I think so. I think it's the lower land, and then I think it's the hill on the far side after it goes back up before that pond.
Uh-huh,
I believe the end of my property is the bottom of that hill. I don't think I own any of the water there, but I think I own the whole hill.
mm-hmm.
Um,
The water going to the east?
yeah,
That pond?
along
Yeah.
18 there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't own any of that, but I believe
was-
the R2 is that chunk of it, the woods and the valley.
okay. And that's a separate lot?
That is a separate lot, but I own it.
Okay.
Okay.
And are you looking to rezone that lot also?
If it's not needed, I don't really care to. I'm not planning on doing anything with it, but keeping it as woods.
Yeah.
And because right now it's business, and you want to change it to R1, there's a sewer hookup already there?
Yeah, it sounded like there was sewer hookup to the old Giovanni's.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of, getting like the re-hooked up into it.
Okay. Have you talked to the sanitary district yet?
Our builder did.
Okay.
It
And
was like
what did they have to say? Is there any problems or anything you need to do?
They said there was like already had sewer to it, but it was decommissioned when the building got torn down, so we would have to pay the re-hookup fee and physically re-hook up to it.
Okay.
And then I know they did give us, or like, the builder, like a map of like where the hookup would be,
Okay.
so.
And you haven't seen where that is?
Is it on those, on there?
I don't
It's
see
up in the
it.
corner towards 18.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, it
involved
was
in some of that, so.
I think it was just went up Highway 18.
Corner with Hope Lake.
Corner of Hope Lake and Highway 18, like right up in that corner
Okay.
up there, where the old building used to sit, because the building
'cause
sat pretty close to.
They made
Yeah,
it
it
sound
did.
like like the hookup was there, and then that one ran into something across 18 over by like the lake area.
Okay.
Is there any water there, or you'd have to drill your own, another,
There was a well, it's been filled
Think-
with gravel.
that was abandoned?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so we would have to re-drill a new well.
How many square feet house are you proposing to put in there?
I think was it, no, the last adjustment, it was like 16,
I don't know if it
The
says on those
okay.
blueprints or
yeah,
not.
the original was 1,000, I think 687, but then we had modified it just a little bit, we'd pushed one of the walls out
We did make it a little bigger.
by like, what, 1.5 feet? One and
Something
a
like
half
that.
by 4.6. So let's
You gonna
say
have a basement there?
It's gonna have a walkout basement, but the basement will be unfinished at this time. I don't have the money.
Yeah, because it falls off pretty quick back there.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
And I love the idea of a walkout there. Someday having a family room or
Oh,
a
yeah.
lower patio, but for some reason, everything just keeps getting more and more expensive.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I was pulling it up to see what it looked like. So yeah, it looks like it does drop down there, and then you don't own that, the stream,
Or,
the
yeah,
pond,
it's
there's,
like-
looks like the
it's
pond's
like a
outside of the,
yeah,
so that's outside of your area. Okay, yeah, I can see it on the,
yeah, it's like, it's weird, because it's like, going from Highway 18, the pond kind of begins there, but then if you keep going straight across, it's kind of like into that, there's still like a little bit of a
Right.
hill there where it ends.
yeah. I don't see any
Yes.
issues with, let me see this. I mean, I would make a motion to rezone from B to R1, and then you would automatically need to have the sanitary hookup for your building permit, so that would just be part of that. This is,
Motion's been made to approve that, change of zoning from B to R1.
I second it.
Tom second. All those in favor?
I
Aye.
Aye. It's approved.
approve.
Thank you very much.
So you'll have to come to the town board meeting with me
Okay.
on
March 18th.
March 18th.
March 18th. I don't even have my phone. Yeah, we're both. We don't have our phones.
Yeah.
All right, March 18th.
And
Okay.
then, it's a long process, then it'll go to the county for the final approval.
Okay.
We'll send our recommendation to the county.
And then is there anything like in addition that we would need, like information for that?
Oh, for the town meeting?
Yeah.
If you have a larger map than the one in here,
Okay.
maybe just bring that with you. That
You
might
mean
be,
like,
maybe like this
Yeah.
size.
That
oh, there's
size?
one in
Okay.
there.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
17 by 11 there?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and the
Or
survey.
do you have a copy that'll do that?
And we have to,
Here?
If you have like the survey
the
map,
survey map? Okay.
yeah.
That's what he told me that was. Is that not correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
I guess it is. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take this then. We'll make
Okay.
copies of it for the board,
Okay.
if you don't
Okay.
mind, if we can keep it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right,
You all set?
thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Are you at Cottage Grove, Houston?
Very distant.
Okay.
I'm talking great grandfather.
Well, you see their trucks go by every day, all day long.
And I am originally from Cottage Grove, but
Okay,
yeah, distantly.
Have a good night. Thank you.
thanks, Josh. Okay, next is the request by Bradley Danto. The condition, pardon me? Dianto, okay. Conditional use for keeping dogs as household pets on a non-commercial basis in excess of 2 per premise in an R1 zone located on W9018 Lakeview Drive. Parcel number 022 0613 0813 086.
This was easier to read online.
Yeah, that didn't come out too well, did it?
No, but I had it online.
The blue one? You wanna-
Is that right down on the corner by, or where are you located on Lakeview?
Right across the street from Sostriches.
Yeah, they're old.
So, yeah, we were straight across from the Sustriches' old house, yeah,
Oh, okay.
They're on the east side of the lake.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right off of Poplar.
Poplar
Yeah.
and Lakeview, yeah,
The unmaintained,
yeah.
yeah. I live down on Beach.
Okay,
So not, I walk by there all the time.
probably.
I do.
It's a nice location back there. You
It's
got a nice,
quiet, it's
Yeah.
really quiet, except when the cars start driving through.
There's some crazy guy that drives through there.
they drive through there?
In
There's
the-
one guy that
Yeah.
he's pretending to off-road. It's,
He kind of bombs
he's a
through there,
weirdo.
yeah.
Did you call me about that?
No,
Somebody
but,
com-
the new neighbors that are in the Sustriches' old house.
They seen him.
Keely and Mike
Yeah.
Fiore.
I did,
Yeah.
I did talk to the police chief about that, for them to kind of
Yeah.
monitor that.
Yeah, because
the guy won't make eye contact.
we've tried to flag him down, tried to get his license plate, but it doesn't work, and then, yeah.
So tell us the story of what you're doing there.
Did you just want me to go through answering the questions of the application, or?
You're asking for a variance to go
Yes.
from
Yeah.
2 to 4. 2 are permitted, 4 are not.
Correct.
This is for the record.
Yep.
This is, you're
Yes,
presenting to us now.
we moved in with 3 dogs, and we went up to 4 last year, and then this year, we were notified that the limit is 2.
And
So
you-
this is to rectify us having 4 dogs. Would
Okay.
be to get a conditional use permit.
And we're asking for it to be temporary so that 2 of our 4 dogs are elderly they're 13 and 14 Chihuahua mixes. One has a very severe heart murmur, so he's on medications twice a day. And he is a ticking time bomb at this point. I don't like to equate it to that, but, and then our other, the other elderly dog, Coco, she's about 14. We did rescue both of them. They came from, Scooter came from Wisconsin, Coco came from Texas. And she's elderly, she's very confused at night, she can't see anything. She barks at everything that walks by her in the house, and now that it's cold outside, and Chihuahuas don't mix either. So I think our biggest ask is to have this temporarily, so that when the 2 elderly dogs pass, we'll keep it down to 2 at that point. We've submitted at least 3 since we moved in 2018. And we were ignorant, we didn't know, and we just want to make sure we can see the 2 elderly ones off.
Sure.
We do have 2 other dogs, Bo and Delilah, and they're a bit younger, and they're pretty bonded now, and I think over COVID and we were 100% remote, and we just were like, we're home all the time, and then it just kind of, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, and your yard is fenced?
Our yard is fenced in, our dogs have never been at large. We've had 0 barking complaints, and we've got 2 backyards behind us, another person just over here. Like, we're surrounded, we've never had any noise complaints come to our house at all. We're always very diligent about making sure that, okay, they start barking, if they're out there, we bring them in right away. We're home 24/7, so it makes it nice because they can be out there.
Mhm.
But,
Is Namio on the backside of you then?
I know behind us is Heth. And then another, because the angles are so weird back
Oh,
there.
okay. You're on,
So, yeah, so there's a Candace that lives at the end of Lakeview, and then there's a lot between hers and us that's hers, and then we're at the end right there. So it's pretty secluded. In the summer, you can't see out of our backyard, so you can't see the roads and stuff and all of that. So it's worked out really well.
I do walk on I walk all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And every day, 4 miles, and I go down Poplar, and once in a while, because of concerns that have cropped up on your
Yeah.
road, not you, but
With that car and other things.
with that car and
yeah.
some other things on, like, over that little
Yep.
bump, sometimes I will walk
Yeah.
that way, and I really have never, I didn't even know you had dogs. I was walking the other day, and somebody that I see all the time, who walks her dog all the time, was about to go down your street.
Yeah.
We saw her before that, and I asked her, and she's like, "Who has 4 dogs?" It's like, "I've never seen anybody." And I said, "Have you ever heard any barking or some disturbances?" And she said, "No." And honestly, I hear complaints about everything, and if there's a complaint about a dog, I would have heard about
Well,
it.
that's
by-
just it.
So
like-
I have never heard anything.
And we've never
Is
had
she
a.
the little white dog?
She has a little black dog named Piper.
Is it a?
There's a handful of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we see a lot of people that walk through there.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
there's a lot of,
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of people with dogs that walk.
Oh, yeah.
And,
And it's a nice little area to walk through and
Yeah.
stuff, and, yeah, especially in the spring.
I have not, like I said, I was asking around, and I would know just from being in the neighborhood, but I have not heard of anybody complaining about that.
And I'm sure we would have had the sheriffs out at some point.
Yeah,
if
you
it
would.
was excessive.
Yeah,
so.
or you would have, yeah, I would have
We're
heard.
very, I talk a lot when I'm nervous, but like, we're typically like very introverted, and we just kind of keep to ourselves, but we've never had complaints, so that's.
I make a motion to approve the conditional use.
Okay. I will second that for temporary and for as long as your dogs.
I would be surprised if it's another year, like, I would be surprised.
So I'll second that.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the request to have 4 dogs versus 2 for a limited period till the
Yeah.
2 dogs pass
Until we're
away.
back under compliance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And get back into compliance. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 So again, you'll just have
it.
to come to
The next
The
meeting.
next meeting.
the
and
next
then
meeting on
The one that when it
March
goes
18th.
to Jefferson.
this blue one?
We need to
Yeah.
go to
Because
that
that's
one
it. That's the live one.
Well, we got
Or-
instructions from the
Oh,
county.
we get.
You got instructions from
Okay.
county, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, just our next town board meeting
That's
is
the 18th,
is the
correct.
18th, and then we'll just talk
Send.
to the board. It'll
Yep.
be the same thing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Really
thanks for
appreciate
coming
it.
in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You related to Dan Danto?
Yep, that's my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
both
don't remember any
graduated
good
here,
songs.
and I graduated with Andy, actually.
Oh, okay.
In 2003, so, yeah.
Were you related to a Greg Lowry?
It's my married name,
Oh,
and their family's from Louisiana.
not the Lowrys I knew.
No.
And I know that
How
I
are they
was in
spelled?
school
The
at the
same?
same time.
I
as
can't remember.
Eric.
I haven't seen someone I went to high school with, and
Yeah.
it's been 25 years already.
Tim, Brad, Kevin. There were, what, 9 brothers or something?
Who?
The Lowrys?
Oh, yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot of
Yeah,
flowers.
Yeah.
the ones I knew was Greg was,
Okay,
It
yeah.
was- It was 4 boys and a girl, the family I married into, so.
The other Lowry family was
Yeah.
large.
Yeah. We've been here, you know, we lived on the other side of the other side of the tracks, on the village side for a long time, and then moved over here in 2017 or 18.
Okay.
And it's so much better on the other side. It's so quiet.
Yeah. Oh, great. Thanks for stopping
Thank
in
you.
tonight.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys so much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
You bet. Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The two of you guys, and I.
Okay, so off the record,